What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel for another video. Today we'll talk about how to avoid getting blocked while dunking and how to convert dunks more efficient. So this one includes what are the top badges you need to focus on, what types of dunks are hard to block, some controller tips to avoid getting blocked, and some other key points. Another content of this one is I'll give you my go-to move, like if that setup happens, man, it's over. I'm going to dunk whoever goes along the way. So try to watch the whole video because you might miss something. It's not going to be that long anyway. So without further ado, let's get into it. So let's start first with the minor things, which are the badges. First badge will be Slithery Finisher. So what it does is it helps you avoid contact on your gather and finishes, just like in those plays. Because having contact on your gather and dunk will reduce the chance of making it, and it cancels the dunking animation and converts it to layup that will increase the chance of getting blocked. Now, having Slithery Finisher badge doesn't mean you won't get any contact at all. It will just reduce the contact. So another badge that will be helpful is the Contact Finisher badge. So if ever you still have contact, it will reduce the penalty of your dunks or layups. Another thing that it does is it gives you better chance to pull off a contact dunk, which is harder to block compared to normal ones. If you do a layup instead, it will boost the chance of making it, if it has contact though. There's some other badges that can help, but these are my top two. If you want to learn more about Slithery and Contact Finisher, just click the link at the top of your screen. Now for the next part, the controller tips. So with your right stick, it's really important to read where the defense is, to know where you should flick it, so you have better chance of making the shot and avoid getting blocked. First, if it's an open floor and the opponent is right behind you, always flick shot stick up, of course together with R2. This will pull off quick dunks, especially front clutches, all dunks that are really safe. The only time that I flick shot stick down is if I'm too open, because it will pull off crazy dunks that will expose the ball. Now, if your defender is on your right side, flick right stick to the opposite side of the defender. So with this plays, opponent was on the right side, so I flick right stick to the left, to get the ball on your left hand, making it harder to block. Next one, what are the types of dunks or even layups to pull off to avoid getting blocked? I'm not talking about dunk packages yet, I'm talking about just type of dunks. So you probably noticed already that most clips I put in this video are reverse dunks, so that's the way to go, reverse dunks. It's just like real life basketball, like you stretch the animation to the other side of the rim, using the rim to protect the ball. It's really effective, to be honest. So if you don't know how to do it yet, basically you just need to flick right stick to the opposite side of the rim when running baseline. So if you're from the right corner, flick right stick to the right. You must be on the decent gap between the rim though. Now for the next part, I'll try to convince you how good reverse dunks are. In this play, look how close the defender was. I don't even have much momentum. But then I can still pull off a reverse dunk, avoiding any contact from the defender. Next one, man, this is crazy. I got 3 opponents coming at me, but since I got Slithery in Contact Finisher on Hall of Fame, plus the reverse dunk, it's game over. Even on layups, it's deadly. I got a game winner here for my 18th point of the game, so I took off here. Defender was still close, but since I pulled off a reverse layup, it will stretch the animation to the other side, evading that defender, who will jump too far from me. Even there's another guy that challenged me, man, it's still game over. Now let's go to the dunk packages. Basically, all I will suggest are quick drop-offs, front clutches, and reverse dunks. They don't really look flashy as some dunks, but the balance between flashiness and effectiveness is really good. So this is my setup. Now, here are the dunks that you want to avoid if you really want to avoid getting blocked. So what you want to avoid are dunks that cocks the ball behind the head or expose the ball in every direction. You probably know what I mean. So try to avoid putting those in your packages, unless you just want to have fun and you don't mind getting blocked. Now for the last part, as promised, here's my go-to move. It's not really that complex. So the perfect setup is if I catch the ball right here somewhere around the corner or wing side, with the ball gathered having left foot as my pivot foot, which is more likely the case if you're right-handed. So what I do is I execute my explosive jab step spin move, let's just call it shoot spin for now, then I go baseline. Then if there's any defender waiting for me there, I don't care, I just pull a reverse dunk avoiding the defense. And here's another play. If you want to learn about that jab step spin move, just click the link at the top of your screen. So basically that's it. If you liked the video, please click that like button and don't forget to drop by the channel for some other videos and subscribe to tune in for upcoming ones, and as always, happy gaming guys.